With the stock market at record highs, are you prepared for the next downturn? Corrections can be unforgiving. Smart investors know diversification is the key to financial security. Noble Gold Investments make it easy to diversify with gold. With over $2 billion in sales, Noble Gold has helped thousands of Americans add gold to their portfolios. Open a qualified account today and receive 2 5-ounce silver America the Beautiful coins as a thank you. NobleGoldInvestments.com. Don't let the next correction catch you off guard. NobleGoldInvestments.com. J.D. Vance. How lucky are we to have J.D. Vance as vice president? Now, just for fun, I had to kind of go back in my email inbox just to make sure I remembered the arc. We went all in for J.D. Vance for U.S. Senate when it was unpopular, when people would call us names. We went all in for J.D. Vance for the U.S. Senate on like day one. And we used to get hundreds of angry emails of people who thought they knew better than us. J.D. Vance is the worst. You should be endorsing other candidates. Why are you behind J.D. Vance? We should actually look. I think J.D. Vance joined the program at least 10 to 15 times. At least. In fact, the running joke is that I talked to J.D. Vance more on the show than off the show during the campaign. J.D. Vance was on the program all the time. In fact, his very famous cat lady remark, one of which was said on our program. We recognized his gifts early on. I saw the talent and I said, this is the guy, this is the one. Now, I don't have a lot of gifts, but one of the gifts that I do have is spotting talent early. I have a tendency to be able to do that. And I could go through the list of some of the people, and you guys know the names, but from Anna Paulina on, a lot of the most talented people in the conservative movement got their start in the kind of turning point ranks. And we liked him early. But he's become so much better since then. Yeah, and Blake's reminding me, including my wife, by the way. I interviewed her for a job, and I said, I think I'm going to move you up in what you're interviewing for. J.D. Vance has become such a warrior for our cause in the past 6 months. J.D. Vance sat down for his first lengthy interview with CBS News. Margaret is her name. Now, I wouldn't actually know her name was Margaret if it wasn't for J.D. Vance's very infamous I don't care Margaret exchange and quip. But let me just press pause and say, J.D. Vance is acting and looking like the vice president that Donald Trump needs, the vice president that Donald Trump deserves, and maybe beyond that, even the 48th president. We're a long way from that. We shouldn't even think or talk too much openly about that, but he's a rock star. He gave an amazing speech at the March for Life. He very quietly was working the phones to, of course, make sure that Pete Hegseth became the Secretary of Defense. He is loyal. He's smart. He's capable. He's humble. He's phenomenal. And what an upgrade from what we had during that last administration. Here's J.D. Vance with Margaret from CBS News. Just trying to think, what is the best one to play here? Let's just do the longer one. Let's play cut 2.
All these immigrants or all these refugees have been properly vetted. In fact, we know that there are cases of people who allegedly were properly vetted and then were literally planning terrorist attacks on our country. That happened during the campaign, if you may remember. So clearly not all of these foreign nationals have been properly vetted.
But there are 30,000 people in the pipeline, Afghan refugees.
But my primary concern as the vice president, Margaret, is to look after the American people. And now that we know that we have vetting problems with a lot of these refugee programs, we absolutely cannot unleash thousands of unvetted people into our country.
These people are vetted. Good. These people are vetted.
Just like the guy who planned a terrorist attack in Oklahoma a few months ago, he was allegedly properly vetted, and many people in the media and the Democratic Party said that he was properly vetted. Clearly he wasn't. I don't want my children to share a neighborhood with people who are not properly vetted, and because I don't want it for my kids, I'm not going to force any other American citizens' kids to do that either.
He has a superpower, and I could tell you, as somebody who does this for a living, who debates all the time, I debate professors. I debate college kids, whoever wants to come up. He has a superpower that I have to work hard towards achieving. And it seems as if he has this natural. He has like that natural Joe DiMaggio, Lou Gehrig, Babe Ruth swing. It's just, you look at it, you say, wow, it's like Wayne Gretzky. When you saw Wayne Gretzky on ice, you're like, okay, he works his tail off, but there's something that he was born with that you can't coach. It's called talent. J.D. Vance has a superpower where he is able to remain remarkably calm, as if his heart rate is uninterrupted, as if he's on beta blockers, measured, despite hostile, incoming, enemy, inquisition, and fire. I'm telling you, that is next level stuff. He is able to stay cool, calm, collected in almost an effortless way. Watching J.D. Vance debate, or because it basically does become a debate, let's be honest, be interviewed by Margaret Brennan is like watching Michael Jordan in Game 6. You just can't teach that. Let's put up a screen on Margaret Brennan. This is the face of liberalism in America. Angry, nasty. Let's put that picture up that Andrew had. I don't know if we're able to do that. Yeah, there it is. She looks pleasant. And she got so outclassed by J.D. Vance. I mean, it's just a completely different level. It's like a kid on the varsity high school basketball team trying to go up against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Just like it's not the same category. It's such a category difference. And Margaret really thought that she got him because she's got a bunch of 26-year-old Ivy League educated producers. Ooh, we're going to own J.D. Vance. Say that we're a nation of immigrants. You think that's the first time J.D.'s ever heard that? J.D. continued with this interview. Let's play cut 13.
Lowering prices for consumers. We've seen all of these executive orders. Which one lowers prices?
We have done a lot, and there have been a number of executive orders that have caused already jobs to start coming back into our country, which is a core part of lowering prices. More capital investment, more job creation in our economy is one of the things that's going to drive down prices for all consumers, but also raise wages so that people can afford to buy the things that they need. And you asked specifically, what executive order is going to help lower prices? All of the stuff that we've done on energy, to explore more energy reserves, to develop more energy resources in the United States of America. One of the main drivers of increased prices under the Biden administration is that we had a massive increase in energy prices. Donald Trump has already taken multiple executive actions that are going to lower energy prices, and I do believe that means consumers are going to see lower prices at the pump and at the grocery store.
Margaret has become a meme. Because in one of the segments, J.D. Vance says, I don't care, Margaret. He is able to be so firm when it comes to the policy positions of the Trump administration, defend it eloquently and smoothly, while also being incredibly likable and appealing. Getting behind J.D. Vance in 2000 and what was it, 21? Yeah, that's right. 2021, we endorsed J.D. Vance very early. It's kind of like buying Bitcoin in 2013. It's a lot of upside. It's a lot of upside. People hear him and go, wait, this guy is great. He got vilified so much earlier, and it's got even better. And everyone around me knows how much I believe in J.D. Vance. I mean, I went all out twice for him. First on the Senate thing, and then on the vice presidential selection. And do you know who deserves the credit here? President Donald Trump deserves the credit for selecting him as the vice president. It was an incredibly risky, unconventional, rule-breaking move. There was so much pressure against that choice. And he did it. The establishment was against him. The Uniparty was against him. And President Trump trusted his instinct and what a rock star, loyal, talented number 2 he has, defending him every single day.